Hey everybody, how you doing? This your friend, this your brother. This is Elder Follins. I just had to come on. I'm waiting on my sister Wanda to come on along with me. I'm not going to be long. This is a discussion that I have to talk about. If you had not seen the Kirk Franklin's Father's Day YouTube clip, I, 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 I have no words. I have absolutely no words. The topic of discussion, the level of anxiety that is revealed in there is just it's just something. And I was told to that I had to look at it from my sister Wanda P, who's a radio announcer, and I'm just I'm floored. I'm floored. And number one, now I appreciate Kirk Franklin. I have a greater love and appreciation for him now more than ever. Hey Trudy, good to see you. I'm gonna come back and talk about this a little more, but I just had to come on real quick because I got to get ready for service tonight. I'm still in California and a whole nother time zone. I got service in a few more in about an hour and a half, in about 2 hours. Hey Wanda, good to see you. Hey Simone, I definitely I'm gonna give you an assignment. I need you to go on YouTube and look at the Kirk Franklin's Father's Day. It's like documentary that he's doing, and it's alluding to his new project. Trudy, if you hadn't looked at it, I need you to go and look at it. I need so many of you all to look at that. My camera is blocked. Okay, let me check it. Okay, my sister Wanda Patterson is a radio personality. I'm trying to get her to come on with me. It's only 30 something minutes long. So, hey, KK, good. This KK, I'll keep calling you KK. It's only 30 something, but you will be moved to tears. Because this is going to open up a topic in our community. Come on, Tawanda Taylor has seen it. She said that auntie had me hot. I'm just noticing, you all, that a lot of people that that are making positive and powerful impacts on the world and on others. Trudy said she saw some of it and she was floored. A lot of people who we reverence and who God has trusted it. Bernadette, you've seen it with impact, has gone through a lot. They have gone through so much. It's a cost to be anointed. It's a cost to be at the top. And this is just a part one of this discussion. I'm hoping my sister Wanda can come on. If she can't, then we'll come back on at another time. Like I say, I just had to get this out because it's so much that has happened in the community of African Americans. And I'm not just going to limit it to us, but a lot of people who have gone through certain traumas, because trauma knows no color, no race, no boundary. But some things that we have gone through, that we have experienced, you hear me? It's just overwhelming. Hey, Dr. Harris, my big brother, like I say, I'm getting ready for service, but I watched it while I was working out downstairs, and I was crying like a baby. Hey, Gina Murphy, good to see you, my sister. It was something, especially if anybody have ever had a crazy or a strained relationship with their parents. I'm grateful that my relationship is good with my mom. We go through regular stuff that everybody else go through. Hey, Keisha, my relationship with my father before he was taken away from me was repaired. And the reason why I can identify with this is because I went through a season of hurt with my father because he was on drugs. But when he got off drugs, he called me and my brother together and asked us to forgive him and allow him to be our father now. So this thing struck a chord in me that caused me to really weep and be grateful for the time that I had with my dad, in spite the way he left us. Or those of you who know, who don't know, my father was murdered. Okay, they will need to connect that mic. Okay, okay. Hopefully Wanda can come on. I see what she's trying to come on. My father was murdered, and he was murdered by my uncle, and it caused trauma. Okay, let me see. Hold on, you all. I'm trying to see if she's going to be able to come on. Okay. Okay. All right. But y'all come on. Doris Hooks is definitely the case. Okay. Okay. She's going to keep trying. If not, we'll figure it out and come back on because I ain't going to be on long. Doris is definitely calls. Okay. There she goes. She should be able to come on. Device not connected. They will need to connect their mic and cam before you can add them to the stream. Okay. Because Wanda is really, really into this because she is a radio personality, and she's the one who said you really got to see it, Dwight. And that's why I'm trying to get her on. But we may have to do it again with her when we can work out these camera issues or whatever. Hey, who else? Who else is this? Hey, let me see. Let me log on and see. I'm asking everybody. I see one of my cousins on. I got to see which one it is because this Facebook stuff. Facebook has been tripping big time, y'all. This is why I told y'all I'm gonna start going to YouTube. If you hadn't joined my YouTube page, you got to, because it's not allowing me to see the people, and I'm not the only one having this issue. But hey, Cuzzo, let me see which cousin is it. But y'all, that documentary messed me up. It caused me to look back, reflect, and look at so many things. And it exposes the cycle of trauma that is in our community. There is a cycle of trauma that keeps going on. And I don't want to give it away to those people who hadn't watched it, but all I can say is my heart go out to Kirk big time, and I pray to God that things will work out for him. He's dealt with a lot, and then I saw how the cycle moved with him and his son. You hear me? And if we're not careful, we will become what we don't like, and that's the truth. Hey, Nuki, Trudy, Simone. Okay. Oh, who else? There's so many other people, but I had to come on today just to discuss this. I'm going to get off in a little while. I'll call Wanda and maybe we'll redo it another time. But this has to be talked about, y'all. And hey, that's my cousin Lakivia. Hey, good to see you, baby girl. Love you. But so many things that happens in our lives, how we let these things go to the next generation if we don't confront them. And this was the root cause to Kurt having issues with his son, and then when he brought his son in and they talked about the resolve, his son was messed up. You hear me? And if you hadn't watched the documentary, it's only 30 something minutes long. You hear me? You got to go back and check it out. We're going to come back on and discuss it. Okay, I hope she could come on now. I hope, add, let me see.
Hey, Dwight, can you hear me?
I don't know if it's gonna.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We can hear you because I am live. You are live, Wanda.
All right.
But we just can't see it.
Let me.
Okay. Oh, it done took her off now.
Have these technical issues, but for some reason the camera's just not letting me add. So okay. I apologize for that, y'all.
That's all right. I told them we'll come back and do a part 2 when we can work out your camera issue, because I want to see your facial expression. So far, I was telling everybody how you told me that I needed to see it. You hear me?
Yeah.
And this is Wanda is like my sister, my counselor, my best friend. She's just, and I love her so much, and we're just there for each other. If you don't have a Wanda, you need to get one.
Look, and if you don't have a Dwight, you need to get one. Ours is taken. Thank you.
But we're not going to be long because we're going to work this thing out so I can have Wanda's face on. We got to talk about it. And I'm not giving all the details because there's some people who are on one who said they had not seen it. But
boy,
it's only 35 minutes long?
35 minutes long. Yep, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like Wanda said previously, it needs to be a part 2. He's going to have to give us a part 2. You hear me? And the people on here I don't know if you can see it on your phone because I am doing it live. If you can see the comments, I don't know if you have your phone or not. But Sister Nuki said the mother needs prayer.
Yeah, that's what when I posted about it, that a lot of people said that, and I would agree. It's definitely something up with that mom. I like the fact that Kurt was like, look, we need to go on. Okay, you contesting this, then let's go, and all 3 of us go and get another DNA test. And then that was undisputable, but she still doubled down. She doubled down for whatever reason, we don't know. And I know a lot of people were like a little miffed with the aunt, but one thing the aunt said, I don't know if people caught it. She said, we need to know the truth. She said something to that effect. And I was like, now that aunt may have acted all stern and hard at first, but it seemed like what she was trying to say to her sister, he need to know the truth. He wants to know the truth. We need to know the truth. So I know everybody was a little mad with Aunt T, but I really think Aunt T probably, if she hasn't, she will come around to understanding where Kurt is coming from,
I think the auntie, her stance, and this is why we're going to have to do a part 2, y'all. So we're going to work this out. I think the auntie's stance with she wants to create a normacy with Kurt. That's why when he called her the first, I don't want to give it all away, but she corrected his address to her because she wants to, and like Kurt said in the car, I'm feeling like I'm still a child. And the auntie, a lot of times with trauma, people often pick up where they left off, and not realizing that the person may have developed, moved on, or whatever. But it's so much about this documentary that can be discussed, and that if you've been through trauma, you can relate to. You hear me?
Yeah.
And and this is what me and Wanda said. And like I said, we're going to come back on another time. But this is how the cycle moved.
Yes.
How it moved from one generation to the next. And like we said, the cycle is still existing because now I don't want to give it away. I'm trying not to give it away. But let's say this, it's still unresolved.
Oh, yeah, there's still some work yet to be done. Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I was saying to myself, or saying to you, sure would be nice if we got a part 2, So, yes.
Nuki said if she hadn't been an aunt all his life, then she shouldn't have acted that way. And that's true.
Well, yeah.
But when people feels like they're not responsible for other people's actions, but they want to do it. You hear me? Now he he addressed her. I felt like he addressed her as Sandra. At least he could have said Miss Sandra, but I don't know the dynamics of it. But
yeah, we don't know because look, Dwight, he ain't seen Mama in a couple of decades. So hey, I'm just gonna say that.
Wow. But it's just too much. And this deals with Wanda, what I talked about the other day on my broadcast. If you follow my prayers, I was talking about synchronicity. Synchronicity is when everything in your life somewhat comes together in sync And you be like, oh, and an example of that, Wanda, is let's say you said, Lord, I ain't talked to John. I wonder how John doing. And then 30 minutes later, there your phone. Hey, Wanda, this is John. And you be like, wow,
Like, well,
that's synchronicity. And, uh,
right,
um, and it's amazing how this young lady was singing for Kirk, and she had some information that was allowing him, enabling him to plug in another part.
right. To know the truth. I just said, to me, I just see the hand of God in this. I
Yeah,
don't know about nobody. It can't be nobody but the Lord
yeah, but
for this to come. I mean, I know it's a lot of hurt and all of that, but it just
mhm,
seems like to me he's on his way. Parts of him are healing that hadn't healed before.
yeah.
They have to be, Dwight.
Yeah, I just commend him for his being vulnerable.
Me
Kirk
too.
Franklin is like he's like the James Cleveland of now,
Right.
um,
Exactly.
and his life is like David's in the Bible. David wasn't perfect, but he was still God's choice,
Yes,
and
he would.
a lot of people might not understand Kirk, but this right here to me has given me and then Kirk, you and I have worked with artists. He's one of the best artists that I've ever worked with,
Yeah.
because he's hosting a show, he's performing on the show, and if he sees your face, he's familiar with you, he's gonna hug
Yep.
you, he's gonna stop and talk to you. Remember when we was in Vegas and y'all want to take a picture?
I
He said,
do.
let me go use the bathroom real quick and I'll come right back. And you would
Yeah.
have thought, okay, that's an exit for him to leave. He used the
Right.
room, came right back, took the picture, and talked and laughed and joked as if he had been raised with us. You
Right.
know,
Because I think I even said, did you wash your hands? I think I said something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah, but I'm just saying, I
Right.
thank him for bringing this to the front because it's
Listen,
making him vulnerable. Sister Tawana said it also teaches you not to be jealous of anyone now because you don't know what the
you don't
process.
know there.
That's
Mm-hmm.
Tawanda. That's true because I don't think I could have mentally been together. He's opened up about what happened in his life and how he was, raised by, somebody. I thought it was his grandmother. Come to find out, that lady wasn't his grandmother. You know.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Shauna, good to see you. If you all had not seen the documentary, so this is part one. Wanda and I are gonna come back on another time when she get her camera together, and we're going to talk about part two. So everybody is given an assignment to go and watch this documentary. Number one, Kurt represents the kingdom. You hear me? And
Yeah.
then number two, it's going to cause a lot of more people to deal with the traumas in their life.
I think I absolutely agree. This documentary, I think, is such a blessing, and it's probably a blessing already. And we just don't know it, of course, because there's people around the world that are watching it and examining their own relationships. And even though it's a father son, dynamic, it's still for me, causing me to think about dynamics in my family
Yeah.
that need restoration, that needs healing, and all of that.
Rep-
So it's worth the 35-minute watch. In fact, most of us watch sitcoms that are 30 minutes. You can certainly take 35 minutes and watch this documentary. It
yeah.
will bless your life. So just grab your tissue.
Yeah, Shauna just posted it, had me in tears. You hear me?
Yeah.
And another friend of mine was like, "You tricked me. I ain't expect to be crying today." But
Yeah.
it triggered me because I had an amazing relationship with my dad, and my dad would travel with me, and I would share his testimony. Because it was a relationship of reconciliation before he
Yep.
transitioned. So, like I say, now. I'm gonna log off and I'm gonna hit Wanda up later so we can set up another time. I'm gonna go get ready for church. But you all please check it out. And let me make a little tag too, since we're talking. If you're in Jacksonville, don't want to miss Saturday. Gospel Superfest is
Oh
in
yeah.
Our City, which is a great show, and we want everybody to support it. If you don't get to go, it's going to air on BET in December. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of things going on. All right. Love y'all. Thank you, Wanda.
Oh, sorry about the camera situation. Ugh, I
Don't
probably should have pulled up my laptop.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna come back and discuss it. We're gonna do a part two. So we done got a good little a good little number of people on here watching. So now if
Yeah,
you hadn't watched it, that's your homework assignment. If you
yeah,
have watched it, I want you to get your questions together because we're gonna discuss this, y'all. We're gonna discuss this.
yeah.
And my sister Wanda P is an amazing radio announcer, radio personality, and she's gonna be doing some stuff because I'm gonna push her to it. She's gonna be doing her own little things too, and I'll pop in there on her quite often. So I love y'all. Y'all be good. And it's only 2:33, 2:32 here. And what time is it there, Wanda?
5:32.
5:32. Okay, I gotta get this time stuff together. Yeah, I got a service at 4. So I love you all. Y'all be good. And Wanda, I'll holler at you.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Take care, everybody. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.